back to the Bourbon Shed. It's been a little while. So tonight we are doing a completely blind box set from my buddy Zach from Bourbon Life Nation. Let's go. You ready? Yeah, let's see what he's got here. Boom. What do you got for me, Zach? Let's see. Alright. Okay, so oh, look at that, there's a reveal card. Do we want the reveal card? No, we don't. Alright, 5 samples. Let's put that box over there. Let's open these here up. I've got a knife here. I guess I could just use that. Try not to cut myself too badly. Alright, there's one. Oh, it's got a number on it. Number 1. Number 3. There's a bonus sample in here. So there's 4 blinds. And 1, that's number 4. That's number 2. So this here has to be number 5. So number 5 is just like we just sent each other a bonus sample. See, it even says bonus. Alright, so straight away I'm thinking wild turkey, like right out of the bat. I get some corn notes on it for sure. Oh, that's pretty full nose. It's not really high proof. At least not on the nose, though I do get a little tingle in there. I'm thinking it's around 100 proof. Yeah, on the nose, I'm just thinking it's about 110 proof. Let's see what the legs are doing. That can usually tell you a bit too. So if you do that and you rinse it around the glass and the legs just hang out forever. Yeah, okay, so those legs are running fairly well. So I'm just thinking it's a nice aged, around 100 proof is what I'm thinking. The nose is really good though. Man, I may be way off, but the first thing I think on this is oak. It's so different. I've got to wonder if this is finished. It's not got a sweetness on it, but it's definitely got some funky oak note to it. Yeah, I'm going to say the age is probably around 4 to 6 years. Chocolate-like notes on it. I keep thinking double barrel. Man, I get like a chocolate note on there, oak. I'm definitely going to go, this is a finished bourbon. I'm going to go out on a limb here and just, oh, could it be 1910? Oh, it could be. I like that dark chocolate note on it. See, I haven't mentioned vanilla and caramels once, which is really, sorry about the mosquito. That's really odd for me, because usually the first thing I get is I go for those sweet notes on the palate, the caramel, and on the finish sometimes I'll get like on an Old Forest I'll get like a sweet bubblegum taste. I'm not getting that. I'm liking it. I'm going to take a stab at this one. I'm going to say the bonus. Zach may be trying to trick me because I've got a Woodford Reserve Double Oak that I complain about, and I say it's not fantastic. It's a store pick, and then it's got just too much of a raw cocoa chocolate note on it. I suspect this is a Double Oak, Woodford Double Oak. That's my guess. Will I pay $60 for it? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna say it's a Double Oak. It's good. Not totally in my warehouse. It's got some dark chocolate kind of notes in it, and I'm gonna have some more because I really like it. It's pretty damn good. Not too shabby. Boy, it's well balanced. The proof on it, and I should have done that when the legs were running pretty fast. I don't think the proof is 100. I think it's in the 90s. So for me, I'm thinking 1920, Woodford Reserve Double Oak. I don't think that it's Elijah Craig toasted. I think I would pick that one out easier. I think this is better than the Elijah Craig toasted. Cheers, Zach. Sample number 5, bonus sample. Man, the more I'm drinking that, the more I'm liking it. Just full disclosure, I did have a Bib and Tucker before, 6 year, which was good, but just sipped on that. This is really my first drink I've had tonight, so we'll come back to that one there. We'll keep half that sample in there. After the reveal, I can come back and go, you got me, you little rat bag. All right, cheers. Let's go ahead and rinse this and try sample number 1. All right, Bourbon Life Nation, we are back with the tasting jacket on. This stuff has got to be very professional over here in the Bourbon Shed. Let's get that rubbish out of there. Oh yeah. All right, so getting back to the tasting. Wow, I got an immediate taste nose for whatever reason of raspberry. Boy, I get this raspberry, like a Shrewsbury, but a raspberry, you know, like those, I don't know if you have those cookies. They're a shortbread type cookie and they have a raspberry filling in them. That's what I'm getting off this. Alright, so this here is sample number 1. You know what, I really should be keeping notes, but we're videoing it, right? Who needs notes? I can watch this back, see what I say. Making a fool out of myself trying to guess what I'm drinking. First thing I get is corn husk. I think it's young. Now I get it on the nose as well, but I do get some corn husk in there. I get some mintiness, earthiness. Not so much a rye. I don't get any rye in there. I get tastes a lot like what I'd get if I was drinking Evan Williams. The proof doesn't quite seem to be 100. Could be something like an Ezra Books 99. 99 points, 99 proof. Yeah, so the legs are running pretty fast, so I'd be surprised if this was 100 proof, but it's got some nice flavor. It's a great couch pour kind of drink, you know, where you're just sitting back watching a show and you don't care about all the notes about the whiskey. You just want to sit back and enjoy it. So I think this here is, I'm going to go with, it's maybe a benchmark single barrel. I don't know what their proofs are. I'm going to say this is a really, really good, around a $20 bottle, but a really good one. Yeah, I can sit there and just enjoy that. So that youngness, the corn husk I'm talking about, is just a slight astringent. It's a little bit drying, a little bit tannicky. I think this just needs some more age on it, some more oaky notes. All right, so we're just gonna do this, right? So I'd say this one here is fairly young. I'd say 4 years tops. I think it's around a $30 bottle. I think it's around 90 proof. It's 92 proof, 93 at the max. That's my guess on number 1. There you have it, folks. Number 1. We're out of the bag. Let's go to number 2. Actually, let me rinse my glass and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We've still got the jacket on. We've changed the hat because we've changed the sample. So that way, when I'm watching this back, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was sample 2, was that hat. Alright, so here we go. Number 2. Ready? Alright, so let's just have a look at the colour this time. Alright, so that one there's got a little more colour to it. Let's see, we're going to give that a good spin. We're at about 320 RPM right now. It's all over the side of the glass. Boom, let's stop that and see what happens. Oh, I got one coming down there slowly. Oh, that's pretty thick. Alright, they're dropping down there. So I'm going to say this one here is probably somewhere around 110 proof, just looking at the legs. On the nose, I'm going to say about the same. Zach, why did you put in this glass? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, baby. Man, this is at least 6 years, in my opinion. My opinion, which is the guy doing the tasting. Alright, so first up is, I'm in no hurry to drink this because the nose is so good. Alright, Zach, I am really enjoying this nose. I mean, I hope that the palate lives up to the nose on this. Because just off the nose right now, I'd go and buy this bottle up to, I'll probably pay 80, 90 bucks just off the nose. Cheers. Alright. Zach, let's get into this thing. Alright, so didn't quite live up to the nose. The finish is a little short, but the initial taste on it, the initial taste was, oh my goodness, this is exactly like the nose. Where it's got some nutmeg. It's got some nutmeg in it with some sweet cinnamon, like you'd get on one of those honey buns. Not honey buns, but you know those spiral bun things with the cinnamon butter in them. Alright, so interesting. It tastes, the mouth feels a little thin, kind of like number one. So it's like the proof's not really there. I'd say right around 98 to 102 proof. It's right there. It's not any higher than that. It's got nice taste to it. It's and it gets sweet on the finish, and it's got a fairly long finish. It's like it's a good bourbon at low proof. Now all you proof hounds out there, you know what I'm talking about. Again, I'm going to say it's a straight bourbon. I don't get a lot of rye on it. There's a little bit of spice on there around the tongue, but not on the edges, in the center of the tongue. It's very enjoyable. Definitely prefer this than number one. If I was going to guess what it is, something similar around that there, it'd be really hard. No, it's just I don't get any wheat notes in it. It's definitely a bourbon, around 90 proof. It's not finished. I'm not thinking MGP. Boy, Zach, you got me on this one here. Number two, folks, help me out here. Okay, so man, all I could think right now is Blanton's, like in that kind of realm where it's smooth, doesn't have a huge finish, but it's got great nose and it's got great front palate, and then it doesn't have a whole lot left behind it. So hey, I'm going to say this would remind me of Blanton's. I mean, I'm saying it's Blanton's. In fact, I'm not saying it's Blanton's. But I like it. What would I pay for it? I think that's 30, 35 bucks. Solid. Good drinker. Great couch pour. I like it better than number one, which I thought was around 20 bucks. Alright, Zach. Have you gone and done something where these things here are in some sort of order, 1, 2, 3, and I'm messing it up because I'm actually going in order? I really don't know. Alright, I'll be right back with sample number 3 in a moment. That's a knife. Alright, so we're back. We've still got the tasting jacket on because we're on sample number 3, but we've changed the hat. Let's get it to number 3. Give it a shake. Just in case it's unchill filtered and there's a little bit of sediment settled out in the bottom. Ooh, it's getting better. Ooh, alright. Man, I'm getting Buffalo Trace all over this. Wow, it's just got that. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Really loving this nose here. So, which incidentally, let me tell you a quick story. I'm going in for an operation on Monday. That jumped out of my glasses, so excited. about that. And to get my septum, I've got a deviated septum, which makes it hard to breathe, and apparently I snore a lot. I never heard myself snore, but I do wake up a lot, so I'm going to get that repaired. And I'm thinking that it's going to give me superpowers when it comes to nosing whiskey. That's right. I'll be able to just grab the box and go, oh, I know what's in there. That's right. I kid you not. I never kid. When it comes to tasting whiskey, I am the most serious person in the shed. Yeah, we're getting up in proof now. So far I'm like thinking number 2 may have been around 100 proof. Number 3, oh, it's got some legs. Look at that. There they go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm still, I don't think we're over 110 proof yet. You gotta watch these guys when they do these samples. Zach and Dusty. What they do is they put them in order because they're like, oh, they'll never guess that they're in order. So then they put them in order to try and confuse you. There's no confusing Mick in the Bourbon Shed. Get that through your head, mate. Here we go. This is bloody good. Now, I'm telling you, you can immediately, for me, taste that we're up in that $60 plus range right now. That, man, that is smooth. It's not proofy, but my goodness, that finish, it's going on. I mean, now I'm getting that. I'm getting that vanilla, that caramel. We're not quite at the butterscotch level, but you know, to me, the butterscotch level, that's when you've just got that perfect blend in there. You get it some really high proof, like whiskeys that have been aged a long time. Oh, the nose. Oh, I should give you some notes on that. That's just deliciousness. It's like canned, lovely. All right, so I'm going to say this one here, we're getting up around that. At least a 10-year whiskey here. Bourbon whiskey. It's just so good on the nose. I like number 2, but number 3, this is lovely. Lovely stuff, Zach. I get a little menthol on there. I'm all, this is like bottled and bond type level proof on it. It's got some sweetness on the finish, but it's got some funk to it. It's got some cinnamon, and I'm talking more like raw cinnamon, not sweet cinnamon. It's got some raw cinnamon, which I think is coming out of the oak. Boy, I like that. I'm saying it's Buffalo Trace. I'm saying it's Mash Bill 1. I can't pinpoint. It almost gets astringent and dry, like tannicky, but it just doesn't quite go there. It's sticky and layers your tongue, and then it just mellows out. And just as you know what I mean by astringent, if you eat something that's kind of bitter and dry, and it dries out your tongue, it starts heading that direction, and then it just plateaus out, and then it comes back to sweetness on the finish. I could just finish that. I mean, I could just sit here and finish this. It's good. Enjoying the shit out of it. All right, so looking over my shoulder, I have my Buffalo Trace line there. I do not think that it's a wheated bourbon. I already said, right, I think it's Mash Bill 1. I think it's an E.H. Taylor. I don't know. E.H. Taylor. That's what I'm going with. Here's my guess. Zach? Boy, I'm liking that there. So that there, whatever that is, remember that. That's what Mick in the hat likes. Alright, I'm going to jump off, change my hat, come back, rinse my glass, and let's jump back on and do sample number 4. Alright folks, here we go. Sample number 4. There's the bonus sample somewhere around here. I think I just about chugged that one there. Yeah, there's my bonus sample there, which I called out as Woodford Double Oaked. Maybe 1910, but I think it's more likely Woodford Double Oak. Alright, let's pour some in there of sample number 4. You know, this stuff gets more fun with the more samples you've had. Ah, it's delicious. So, as I said earlier, Zach and Dusty are known to just put stuff in order of lowest proof to highest proof or whatever it is, because they're like, you'll never guess that we put them in order. But in order of goodness, right now, I'm going to say, that's what you've done, Zach. You've put them in order of goodness. Great nose on this. Oh my goodness. So, geez, hang on. I'll cut this nonsense out, but gosh, that's good. Yeah, Zach, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so on sample number 3, it was like, man, I could just nose this all day. Sample number 4. That is awesome goodness. I'm talking it is complex, and I can't pick any notes out because it's so well balanced that it's just got a lot of stuff going on. It's got some floral notes in there. I mean, I was thinking fruit, and then I'm thinking, no, it's floral. Which, I mean, you get different yeast strains, right? That'll be more floral balanced, more fruit balanced. You get like stone fruit, you'll get more dark fruit like plum and stuff like that, like cherry. This one's got a bit of everything, and it's just so well balanced. And that's just the nose, folks, just the nose. Let's move that out of here, because we're professional in the Bourbon Shed. Don't leave stuff lying around like big knives. There's your knife. Are you ready? That smells so good, I almost want to just pour it up into my nose. So, I'm thinking this is 110 proof. Let's see what the legs are doing. I may be completely off base. And remember, that's just off my nose. We'll get a second opinion in a second. Wow. Be surprised if it is. It seems a little thin on the legs compared to, you know, like what I expect after the nose. But it's all nose as in flavor notes and flavor woods. It's not nose, there's no ethanol. So I think our thing on this deal was we were supposed to stay under 110. And then I said, well, what about 115? Because we're doing an old elk takeover month, and that would cut old elk out, which I thought would be kind of not right. Okay, so let's see. So far the nose has been golden, treacle-like, golden syrup, honey. You get my thing, like it's sweet and easy to. It's not a lot of oak in there. The legs on the sides of the glass seem thin. So again, 110 is our max proof. Let's go and find out. We're 5 minutes into this thing and I haven't tasted it yet. Boy, I tell you, the initial taste and the finish was just boom. And then it's kind of faded. I'm not getting a Kentucky hug off it. Self-confessed, I'm a bit of a proof hound. I have very little bourbon in my shed. Maybe 2% of my bourbon is under 100 proof. So don't, when I say low proof, I may be off. But I'm thinking again around 90 proof. It's around 105. 103, 105, I think. Boy, I cannot place this one here. Very nice. Very pleasant. Dare I use the term smooth, but oh my goodness, I really like this. So I'm really putting some thought into this one here because it's delicious. I want whatever this is. I want it. It's warm. So I talked about the bonus one of being dark chocolate, dry cocoa, and double oak, like Woodford double oak. Now this one here, it's all sweet chocolate, like milk chocolate. Sweet. It's got some ripe fruit, like some no, I'm not going to say mango, but not the peach flavor, but you know when you eat the ripe stone fruit, a peach or a very ripe pear, and it's juicy and it's sweet. I get that with it. I get a little cherry cola on it. Boy, this is good. It's definitely between sample number 3 and 4 for me right now. Yeah, so I'm like right around 105, 107. Alright, soon as I said 107, right, it hit me. The sweetness, the smoothness, it's weeded. And you know what, Zach, I'm thinking this one here may be a Weller 107. Alright, there you go. Stumbled on that one, but I think that's Weller 107. So what I say, this one here was number 1 was like a Evan Williams, something like that. Wasn't sure on the proof though. Number 2, I think I said, I can't remember, I'll have to look back in the video. Number 3, I think I thought was like a Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor. Had that, I love the robustness of the mash bill 1. It's like, I don't know, I was going to say it's like a punch in the throat, but it's not. It's not high proof, that's 100 proof around the E.H. Taylor. But it's just got some robustness, you know, like a good strong coffee. It's the bourbon, it's the strong coffee of the bourbon kind of drink. Then number 4, man, it's, to me, it's like, the only thing about calling out the 107 is it just, right now, it doesn't feel like it's got enough proof on it. But it could well be. So there we have it, folks. Let's have a quick sip on this number 1 again and see if it's changed. Wait, let me go change my hat and we'll go back through them real quick. Do you think I can do this quickly? I don't know what quick is. I like drinking my bourbon. Comments on there. Oh, the reveal. Now this is not a reveal. This just says what the actual samples bottles were that I had to choose from. So it says these are the 5 bottles that made up these samples. It doesn't say which one is which. This envelope does, which we haven't looked at yet. So I'm going to tell you what my options were, and we'll see how far off I was. Alright, options. Number 1, E.H. Taylor single barrel. Ooh, is that number 3? Weller 12. Dude, okay, so I'm going to guess that's number 4. I'm going to guess that because I said that's got to be the weeded, but it's not 107 proof, but I picked 107 anyway. Eagle Rare store pick. I'm going with that one there because number 4 was Benchmark single barrel, and I think I called that one. I think I did. Let's see. I'm going to go with, it's maybe a Benchmark single barrel. I don't know what the proofs are. I'm going to say this is a really, really good, around a $20 bottle. Boom! Alright, Zach, if I'm right, you owe me nothing, and I will make you collect on that. I'll make me collect on that. But you will pay up, because you will owe me nothing. Wow. If that there is the 12 year, you know, I didn't give that one there a price, but yeah, I would have been 60, 70 bucks all day, no problem. 250 bucks? Hell no. Oh, what are they asking for 12 year now? I don't know what they're asking, but 100 bucks? I don't have one. I'd pay $100 for one. That's about it. Oh, E.H. Taylor single barrel. I got one of them up there. Shoot. I'm guessing that's it. If it's Eagle Rare, man, I got a bunch of that stuff. I'll be happy as can be. I can get more of it. Ah, didn't tell me what the bonus was. Didn't give me a clue. So the bonus is the one that we're really not sure about. And I'm really convinced it's Woodford Double Oak or 1910 Woodford Double Oak. I'm out. I'm putting myself out there. So there you go, buddy. Cheers. Let's do this again. This was so much fun. Let's open this here up. Alright, so there's a little bit of a bonus thing on the end here. This is my buddy Dwayne. Our buddy Dwayne. Whoa! XX. That is the coolest little mini bottle I've ever seen. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 samples! You're a madman, Dwayne. So if you don't know Dwayne and you're not a part of Bourbon Life Nation, Dwayne is a absolute legend. I mean, you don't even ask him for samples, man, and he just listens. He just sits back in the lives and he listens. Next thing you know, you get a box and all that stuff you were talking about that you didn't know what it was. He's just like freaking throwing it at you. So yeah, cheers to you, Dwayne. If you're not already a member of our Bourbon Life Nation Under 60 Facebook group, you should go ahead and join now. Don't forget, we also have a special reserve group where we share samples, we source bottles for each other, and even the odd allocated bottle. So go ahead and join now. And don't forget, go on to Bourbon Life Nation, YouTube, join, subscribe, and like. Thanks. And drink more bourbon.